Hey everyone! Okay, so next tutorial, and this is the first tutorial of the new year. So, since we're doing firsts, what I'm doing is this look, and it should be on the screen right now. This is actually the very first makeup look I have ever done. This is on July 4th, 2004, and yeah, that was kind of spooky, wasn't it? But we all have to start somewhere. As you can see, the blending was way off. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I thought it looked pretty hot at the time, and now I know it was not. So what I'm doing is I actually recreated that look for you guys, just to show we all start somewhere, and we'll build and progress from there. So I took that look, I used the same colors, well, not the same actual colors, but same family of colors, and I actually put all the colors in the same spots as I did in that picture 4 years ago. But as you can see, the camera's gonna get darker because I got closer, but it looks about 5 million times better than the first one I did in 2004. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Make sure after the tutorial's done you check out my website so you can see pictures of this look. It shows a lot better detail than the video sometimes, and then also for a full list of products of what I used for the look and all that fun stuff. So let's just go ahead and get this tutorial started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take Spring Green Aqua Color by Kryolan. And then I'm just gonna get the surface of that wet because it is activated by water. And then I will pick up a brush and swish it around a little bit. And then I will apply that all over my lid. And I'll just take my finger and then I'll just blend the edge of that out. You can use your brush to do this as well. If you use the brush, I recommend letting the aqua color dry just a little bit. Ignore the cat. But I would let that dry just a little bit so that way you're not blending the color out too far, and that way you're just blending it right at the edge a little bit. Now that I have that color in the crease, I'm going to take this yellow powder eyeshadow by Kryolan, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit on a brush. Place that right in the crease. Now I have the yellow in the crease and it's blended how I want it. So I'm gonna take this color by Kryolan. It's called Emerald. It's just one of the loose shimmer dusts. And I'm going to apply that on the lid on top of the aqua color just to give it a frost. Then once you have that all over your lid, the Emerald by Kryolan, you can put a little bit more color in your crease if you want definition. I definitely want it more definition, as you can see on this eye. So I'm just taking Velvet Moss eyeshadow from MAC and just right at the base of the crease, applying a little bit right there just to add some definition so you can tell that there's a crease so the green doesn't just fade right into the yellow. There will be a little bit of separation. And then I'll just take the same brush I used to apply the yellow and I'll just blend out the edge of that so I don't have any harsh lines. Now the top's pretty much all taken care of, so I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to use this color right here. It's another Kryolan dust. It's called Robin's Egg. It's a bright, bright Robin's Egg color. It's like this very pretty metallic blue. I'm just going to use MAC eyeliner mixing medium with that. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. Then take my angled brush and scoop a little bit of the product out of the container and mix it in with the mixing medium. Then I'll take it and apply that underneath the bottom lashes on your lower lid. And now that I have that underneath how I want it, what I'm going to do is just take a pencil brush, smudging brush, anything like that. I'm going to dip it in the Robin's Egg just to pick up a little bit of the product. And before this liner mixing medium has time to dry completely, just going to take that little brush and press even more of the Robin's Egg on top so I get a very nice vibrant blue. And now that I have that on, if you look at my eyes straight on, you can see a major difference between my two eyes. Like this one has a lot more definition around the actual eye, and this one just looks kind of, it doesn't really look finished. So that's actually all with eyeliner and mascara. So you can see how much of a difference just using eyeliner and mascara makes. It really completes the eye over here, but when you see this side, it's just like, yeah, it's pretty, but needs a little bit more. So I'm gonna do liner, and then you'll also notice this eye looks a little bit bigger than this eye, and that's because I lined my waterline with a white liner. So I'm taking Fascinating Eye Kohl, and I'll apply that to my waterline. I have the Fascinating on, and so now I'm gonna do black eyeliner with this. And since I want the main focus to be on the actual colors and not the eyeliner, and I don't want the black and the liner to take away from the look at all, I'm going to use MAC's new, what's it called, Pen Ultimate liquid liner in Rapid Black. And all it is just a pen for liquid liner. See if that'll focus. It's got a felt tip, and it's a very fine tip, but you don't have to re-dip it in the liquid, you just draw with it. So what I'm going to do with this is just right underneath my bottom lashes, do a very, very thin line. Just to go ahead and define the shape of the eye. So I'm just going to finish that, do it on the top, and same thing, or do it on the bottom and then repeat the same thing on the top, just a very thin line right above your lashes. Black liner's all done. Next step is just mascara. So go ahead and do your mascara. If you're wearing false lashes, go ahead and apply those as well. Alright, so mascara is done. So as you can see, the eyes are done. If you haven't done your brows already, then go ahead and do that, of course. Now I'm going to move to the cheeks. Since there's so much color on the eyes, I don't want a ton of color on the cheeks right now. So I'll just use this bad boy right here, which is Blossoming Blush Cream. And I'm just going to use the same brush that I used for my foundation and my powder. And I'll just use that for the blush color as well. And I'll just pick up a little bit on the brush. And then I'll just apply it to my cheeks. I'll go over this with a powder blush, just to help set it and give it a little bit more color. And I'll just use this one that's in here, Foolish Me. Ooh, hold on. That one. It's a bright color. So I'll just pick up a little bit of that on the same brush and then apply that. Cheeks are done, so we're gonna do lips last. I'm going to use Not So Innocent lipstick. This came out with Fafi, so it was limited edition. It is discontinued now. You could use pretty much any color. Something like, I don't know what would be similar to this. Probably Pervette, but not really, so that's totally a lie. It's kinda, the color I'm using is like if Pervette lipstick and Myth lipstick had a baby. That's what it would look like. Now I'm going to do the gloss, which is this bad boy, and it's Crystal Rose. A really good replacement color for this would be Pink Poodle, because that would really go with the colors that I have on the eyes as well. So go ahead and apply your lip color. Love it. So that pretty much completes the tutorial. So make sure you check out the website to see pictures of the look and see the full list of products that I used. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.